Alright, we got our supplies, and we know how to find a botter now, but do we know how to kill a botter? Let's find out. Let's go back down into the ancient temple here in Thias, and I'll show you a few ways that you can kill a botter down here. What you need to do is you need to look around for things like this. This is perfect. You just take this barrel of fire, you can stack up a bunch of junk on top of it, and then try to devise a method to get him to walk across that fire. You can also possibly use this Orc Berserker. They hit real hard, and there's a possibility that their bot is not even programmed to hit Orc Berserkers. There's also an Orc Shaman right here, which can hit him from a distance. As well, you can go across this bridge, and you can have these Bone Lords, which hit from a distance as well. So you can use any of these things down here, or you can go up and around and drop down to the other part. There's another Orc Shaman right here, and as you head over to the west, there's another Orc Shaman right here, which someone has killed. And if you keep going to the west, you'll probably be able to figure out what part of the cave exactly that I'm in. If any of you have been down here, this ladder right here actually leads up to a bunch of fire and also a dragon and a dragon hatchling. So if you could get a botter up here, if they're lower level or whatever, then a dragon would probably kill them really dang fast. And coming back down from the dragon, you head over to the east, is right north of where that Orc Shaman was that I showed you, is actually one of my favorite ways to kill a botter. I haven't gotten this method to work yet because they always come back to the computer, but I'll show you that method here in a second. First, I'm going to show you how you can kill people with the fire. Not only can you get them to chase troughs through the fire, but if they don't break troughs, then that's even better, because you can use their bot against them. I mean, you notice how I'm pushing this guy diagonally, and he's just walking right back into the fire. And I've got another botter that's sitting over there to the right. He's just walking back and forth between two waypoints. But what I noticed about this guy was that he would only walk in a certain path. So all I had to do was have one single trough sitting right there to block his path, and he wouldn't walk around it. So it works out real well. If you only have one trough, you can get a botter sometimes with this method. Alright, so I'll show you guys what I was talking about earlier, one of my favorite spots, which I haven't gotten to work, but it's just an awesome way to kill a botter. What you do is you get the bot to come into this area, and you put the troughs in behind him. Notice how I had the Orc Spearman up there to lure him in. So once you get him trapped in this area, you have to play it really safe with these troughs, because one mistake will just let this botter go back to botting. So you don't want to make a mistake once you get him up in here, because sometimes it takes quite a bit of work to get him in position. So I'm trying to play it really safe right now. But what I noticed right here is that the bot is not coming down to stand where I'm at right now. So I thought, well, I wonder if this is the same type of bot that the other guy was, where only one trough would keep him from moving. And sure enough, that's what it was. He would only walk in a straight path. So the other guy got away, but I managed to get this other bot up in here, roped him up the ladder, and you just keep pushing him north. And he was the same type of bot, to where he would only travel in a set path. And you notice right there, he could have gone diagonal and gotten out of there really easy. And that's what I was talking about. You want to watch out and avoid mistakes, because that can cause a lot of irritation if that bot would have just gotten out and kept on botting after all the work that it took to get him up into here. So, once you got him to this point though, as you can see, this method is very efficient for killing a botter. It's hitting them for like 45 each time, and you can just drag them back and forth endlessly. It's really kind of fun, I think. I mean, there's no danger involved. You're not using any resources. You're not blocking a dragon. It's really a neat way to kill a botter. But you notice one thing. There's 3 troughs that are above him right now. That's actually how the last botter got away, was whenever I got him up to this point, I pushed him onto the blades. He went to the north, went up the ladder, and went all the way back to Thias and started botting again. So that's why I put those troughs up there this time. But you can't always depend on someone staying AFK all the time when they're botting, and that's what this guy does. He comes back to his computer and sees me killing him and starts breaking my troughs, and this other guy in the orange is a botter as well. I think it's he's probably multi-clienting with the other bot, because he never did come up here before, so I'm sure that he's multi-clienting. So sometimes you get them and sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's just a lot of work for nothing.